Well, hi all. I hope we find everybody well today and the breeding season's going on fine. Well, we've had a few ups and downs in the bird room. Anyone who keeps birds will tell you it's a massive up and down curve throughout the year. You never know what's going to happen. We've got good news and bad news. Starting with the bad news, the goldfinch, which I've had for 5, 6, 7 years now, unfortunately died yesterday. So it's a bit of a loss because it was a lovely bird. I knew it wasn't that well because he normally used to sing to me as soon as I came in the room and jump around, but it was a bit quiet. And then yesterday, sure enough, he was there, legs akimbo, and passed on. Anyway, the good news. Right, the hen at the top here, as you can see, 4 chicks now starting to feather up, and she's feeding really well. The other end down here was on 5 eggs. She's actually got 4 chicks. One of them slightly behind the others. I don't know why they're all set at the same time, but as you can see, it's a lot smaller. I don't know if that one will survive or not, but she seems to be feeding them all right, and they're starting to feather up as well, so they're going on good. The other 2 hens, I've actually decided to put the cocks in with them because they were laying 1 egg or dropping eggs on the floor, calling for the cockbird all the while. So I thought, well, I'll put the cockbird in and see if that settles them down a bit, and see if they will actually go to nest and lay eggs. And there's the other 2 down here. There's a cockbird, there's a hen. She's not on eggs. She just likes sitting in the nest all the while, which is a bit of a pain. I think the cockbird's been pestering her a bit, so you'll find that if a cockbird is pestering a hen, they'll often go to the nest just to sit in it to try and get out of the way. He's a bit aggressive sometimes with his breeding manner, and the hens gets chased all around. That's why I would like to separate him, but as soon as I take him out, she goes mad. So, and also that's another thing he keeps doing. She built a lovely nest, and then within an hour or so he ripped it all out, all on the floor, and she started again. So I put a bit of extra nesting material in there, hoping that he'll have a pull at that. But I'm a bit concerned that she does lay eggs. He's going to be one of those cockbirds that meddles with everything, pulls at the eggs. So if she starts to lay the first egg, I might have to separate him and whip him out. That's the trouble with birds. You never know what you're going to get. They're all different. Every hen's got their own idea, every cock. When people ask you, well, what will you do with this and what bird does that, it's very difficult because they say every bird is different. They've all got their own temperaments, they've all got their own ways. These 2 hens don't like feeding when there's anyone in the bird room, in the shed. I've had hens other years that don't really matter what you do, you can put your hand in and it's just carry on with what they're doing, but these 2 hens just freeze and they won't feed while you're in here, so you've got to be a bit careful. I have actually gave the birds a bit of a clean out this morning because it's been 3 or 4 weeks or more, and it was getting the right state and starting to smell and whatever. So still giving soft food, egg food and permorbide. That's what I give every year now. I find it better than soaked seed, mainly because the time reasons with work. Doing the soaked seed, this is so easy to prepare. Make it up the night before, make up a load, put it in, straight out the bird room, off to work. Job's a good, and they love it. Every bird I've ever had seems to love permorbide, and I've had birds that have not been over keen on soaked seed. But these won't take readily, they won't take green food. I've tried them with spinach and 1 or 2 other things, but they're not interested. You put green food in, they just leave it, let it dry out. but I've had birds other years that want as much green food as they can. As I say, they're all individuals, and I don't know how everyone's managing with these changes of temperatures, but it's been the right pain. You know, it's sort of 16, 17 degrees in the day and -1, -2 in the mornings. I'm having to put a heater on in here just in case the chicks are obviously all cuddled up in a nest, but the hen's off for a while in first thing in the morning to get some food to feed them. And I'm a bit concerned that with temperatures like that, if I left it like that in here, they wouldn't do very well. So I've had other years when the temperatures have fluctuated like this a lot, and I've lost birds, mainly chicks. The hens have gone off feeding, or they don't want to breed anymore, and so, you know, it's very difficult in the UK. The temperatures just don't stay steady right through a long period of time, and that's what you need really for good breeding. I've heard other breeders on the internet all having the same sort of problems. Fluctuation in temperatures no good for birds. So that's about it for now. You see the cockbird's actually going on the nest now. He's having a bit of a, he'll probably rip it out later on, but there you go. That's bird keeping for you. So I hope everyone else is doing fairly well. I do follow a lot of people on the YouTube, and everyone seems to be having the mixed bags. Some have started better than others, but there you go. That's bird keeping for you, or any livestock keeping. In fact, it's not just birds. So that's it for now. Hope everyone is well and getting on and have a good season, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.